y'all done got me with the spirit fingers. Drop it down. Hey-oh, look at here. Welcome. Bass and Brews podcast. We're here for another great episode as usual. There's going to be a little bit of fun, a little bit of fishing, and a lot of debauchery tonight, I can guarantee you. I'm Paul. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're listening. If you're out there and you ain't watching and you're only listening, well, you can go back and watch anything that you thought was great, because we got some great stuff here for you tonight. It's going to be a fun episode. Probably ain't going to be a lot of fishing talked about, but for a big handful of our listeners, we got somebody that none of y'all know who I can't cuss yet because we got like 40 seconds for cuss, but somebody y'all have no idea who he is. But he is the originator of this podcast. He's the one that started it. And then he invited me to come on and then put me in charge by myself. And you know what? That was a bad idea. Because then if you listen to the last 40-something episodes, you get to hear all the craziness that has happened. But it's a good time. It really has a big good time. We have some great guests, some unbelievable guest co-hosts. We've talked about fishing, farting, beavers. I mean, all kinds of good stuff. But look, we're going to bring our special guest on tonight. And by guest, I mean the man who started Bass and Brews all. He's here. But with him is our special guest tonight. Oh, Lord, look at y'all. Siri doesn't think I'm talking to her. I ain't talking to Siri. But if y'all ready, we got Alex, swamp rat fishing, and his wonderful wife, Amandy, and a mini Chewbacca that are about to come up. Y'all ready for this? Yeah, I'm ready for this.
Hey, what is up?
Hi.
What's up, you wonderful folks? So good to finally be back. Yeah, I got Mrs. Swamp Rat here with her stupid dog, so that's great.
Her name's Sophia. Be nice.
Real quick, before we go any farther, shout out to Ramon. He's got the next shirt idea. It is, put that on a shirt, fishing, farting, and beavers. So that's got to be the maybe the first, not the first, the second Bass and Brews shirt. But yeah, if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Alex from Swamp Rat Fishing. I am the originator of the podcast. I mean, most of you guys know it, hopefully. But Paul's done a great job of running the ship while I've been gone.
Time out. How the fuck you gonna introduce yourself before you introduce your wife?
Oh, I'm used to it.
I was.
Oh, come on now. You heard how you introduced the dog.
I did get to the dog.
Look, we got to the dog and then straight into Alex, but we forgot. We forgot the one that's kept the household sane.
Well, I don't know about all about things. It's taking a lot of alcohol and cigarettes. Honestly. You're looking at a true functioning alcoholic right now.
Well, I mean, to be married to someone that awesome, but also that short, I understand.
I know. It's been nice that he hasn't been calling me into the kitchen to get stuff off the high shelves.
Oh, are we really doing this? I let her come on to my show. It's my show. And she starts out right away with the burn. Ridiculous.
Oh, Amandy, do y'all have a 2 or 3 step stool in the kitchen for him to read? Is it 2 or 3?
It's 1.
Oh,
just one little, yeah.
But he has to take it to the bathroom and to the closet and everywhere in between.
Well,
right?
He's lucky in our bathroom because we got a squatty potty in there, so that kind of helps.
So his feet don't dangle when he has to go tinkle.
Exactly.
I don't think she realizes what this whole podcast live thing. I've got a brand, quote unquote, to protect. She went with the squatty potty reference right away.
Oh.
Okay, first of all, the brand you have to protect has been fucked since you've been gone when you left me in charge. So you know what? We have created another brand. It is the brand of debauchery in disguise of a fishing podcast.
Well, to speak about that, if you guys don't know, I've been gone for a while. 4 months now? I think the last episode was my send-off one at the end of November. But while we're here, I just want to let you, Paul, know, brother, I just want to thank you. You've carried this thing on. We've joked about it, but it's absolutely true. There's so many listeners now who don't even know who I am because you have done such a good job of carrying this ship, steering the ship the right way. And I really appreciate that because hopefully people like the show. If they don't, what's our time at? Oh, yeah. So if they don't, I don't give a shit. I'm going to keep doing the show. But you have kept it in the same manner that it should be. And I really appreciate that, brother.
Oh man, I was happy to be able to sit back once a week, drink alcohol, talk fishing, and talk shit to some really wonderful people. It has been my pleasure.
Hold on, Ramon Outdoors. In case people don't know, we're live right now, real impromptu live. But Ramon says, let's not lie. This channel isn't going to be monetized by YouTube. Ramon, you're probably right. But we got a dog and a beautiful wife, so maybe we can get a little extra views. We'll see.
Look, we ain't been monetized since Alex left. I can damn sure dare guarantee you. We done talked about everything under the sun with fishing, beaver eating, and all kinds of other craziness.
No, don't put that.
OG Scuba Steve is stepping in with, hi, you slaws. I'm surprised he's still awake. I got some really good pictures of him pass the F out.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. It's funny that Scuba Steve can show up to a Bass and Brews podcast live as not a guest co-host on time because he can't show up as a guest co-host on time for nothing. And then he just disappears like halfway through. I mean, I don't get it. This is us behind Jim. Y'all doesn't have anything to do with him being This Is Us in the podcast. It must be the TV show because he don't care about us. He be showing up late and leaving early.
I mean, he's probably right. He put on here the reason that he's here is because Alex is here. So props to you, OG. Also, we got Butcher in the house. Good to have everybody here. Again, I'm really excited to come back. It's been a long road. Amanda's here because, or as Paul's now dubbed you, Amandy. That's going on his shirt too.
But, we got a lot of. We got Jabberhammer.
Jabberhammer.
We got Beaver Eaters. We got Amandy, and what was the other shirt up above that I can't remember?
I don't think it's Beaver Eaters. I think what you just told me in our green room was when you talked to Texas Bass Babe. She said we got to put that on a shirt where I've never woken up in the morning and wanted to eat beaver. So I think that's got to be a clear shirt. Look at the look. If you guys can't see it, Amanda just gave me a look, and the look was like, what has this guy done to your show? What are you doing?
That's not a direct quote because the direct quote was way more funnier than that.
But if you guys want to hear that, you can head back. It's on the channel. Also, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. Since I've been back, Paul has done a great job with the show. But we can all be honest, he's not the best social media guy. So I need all you guys to go to Bass and Brews Podcast.
What?
Listen, go to Bass and Brews Podcast on Instagram. We've just really started to put a lot of effort into that page. There's a TikTok as well. That's Bass and Brews Fishing Podcast. TikToks, as Paul used to say. And starting with next episode, you're still going to be able to get the episodes here on the Swamp Rat YouTube page, but you're also going to be able to get them on the Bass and Brews Fishing Podcast YouTube page. It's newly started. I didn't do the proper work, so this isn't going to stream on it right away, but next week it will. We got more people coming in. What do we got? Scuba Steve says, I love you, Paul. Rodney can start watching again. Welcome back, Alex. Thank you, buddy. You can definitely start watching now. And then Ramon Outdoors again says Paul's fantastic with social media. He has sheets following him. I totally forgot your last sheets.
It's a gas station. I mean,
is that weird like wannabe Wawa place?
It is a wannabe Wawa. Yeah.
All right.
Whoa, hold time out. Just in case they're listening, sheets ain't no wannabe nothing.
It's a wannabe Wawa.
No, it's not. No. Oh, Lord.
No. I mean sheets. We want your money. Send your money. If you want your brand displayed.
Did I say the wrong thing? I'm sorry.
No. It's okay.
Amandy,
we will take second fiddle. Like
Amandy's
Wawa, you're
about
number
to get
one.
fired.
I didn't even know I was hired. I just thought I was here due to association.
You are here due to association.
Okay.
I'm not paying you anything for this. I pay enough.
Hey! You got a new MacBook out of this house.
Yes, that is true.
Shots fired, Ryan. It's not shots fired. All right, I want to clear the air right now. There's a lot of things we're known for on the show. We have rapid fire. We're known for that. Paul's done a great job with that. We're also known with unpopular opinions, but this is not one.
Oh my
This
God.
is a popular opinion. Wawa is superior to Sheets any day of the week. Sheets, I invite you to reach out to us. Have your representative come out, and we'll have an episode about Sheets. But I have been to a Sheets. They're good. They are not as good as Wawa.
Yeah.
So you've been to one Sheets, and it's not as good as Wawa. It's just like OG Scuba Steve getting put on a 10-foot Hobie with his 7/8 frame, and him thinking that instead of pedaling like a bicycle where you push and push, he thinks you got to pull. This dumbass is pulling the pedals, and I'm like, it makes no sense. I mean, the man was it. I'm pretty sure Scuba Steve didn't know how to ride a bicycle ever. He still.
Listen, Scuba Steve is one of the 47 members of Wu-Tang, and he definitely doesn't know how to ride a bicycle.
I thought there was a prerequisite to being Wu-Tang.
To ride a bicycle?
Yeah.
Why would that be a prerequisite?
I don't know, because in inner cities, it's easier to get around on a bike.
Hot take. Amandy says everybody in Wu-Tang rides a bicycle.
Look, I love Scuba Steve, y'all, but this man's going to have hair plugs in about 5 years. I know it. He's going to have them, and it's going to be epic. We're going to shave him.
Wait,
Not me.
Oh, okay.
OG.
The other guy.
OG comes out, and he is correct in this statement. Squeaky pieces of shit, and Alex has the proof. Once I got back landside, and we'll go over that. One of the first things I reposted.
What? I'm sorry.
One of the first things I reposted. I got you, but everybody can hear you, sweetheart.
I'm sorry.
One of the first things I reposted was that wonderful video.
Hold on, Amandy. We never apologize on this podcast.
No, the thing is I don't do this. I listen to podcasts, but I don't do this. So I see
don't
the dog
apologize.
getting into something. Can I curse now?
Yeah, you can curse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. You can curse.
11 minutes past being able to curse.
Okay.
You can curse, but there's some words. Let's not make a Lockwood episode. The only episode I've had to edit. So let's just remember that.
Which words?
Well, the C word is a no-go.
I can't say that. I'm a girl.
Yeah, I mean, we can try it out. You want to try it out?
Fine.
Try it out. That sounds like something you say in the bedroom. We can't do this, but we could try it out.
All right, we're gonna have to cut that one.
Right now.
So yeah, I guess you can say that one. We'll see what the fans say. Hey, everybody, give me a thumbs up.
Sorry.
Give me a thumbs up if she can continue to say the C
Well,
word.
I'm not gonna say it unless it's needed in some kind of context.
Look, it's okay to say the word crack. It's okay.
Okay.
The C word. It crack starts with
Oh, I know, but
C. Oh man, I love her. She's way more educated than me, but sometimes.
Oh shit! Hold on. No.
Fishing in the sticks gave a thumbs up, so she's clear on that.
Okay, is she a girl too?
Nope, that's probably a dude. 99.9% of our viewership is men. Minus Cupcake Coley, Texas Bass Babe, Bass Queen.
If I come out of the photo, it's because the dog is getting into something and I gotta stop it.
That's.
Oh, she got fucking fuzz in her mouth.
Yeah, of course she has fuzz in her mouth.
Okay.
Anyway.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Oh, what's my other word I'm not allowed to say?
What's the one I had to
Oh,
stop.
I wasn't
Don't
gonna
even say it.
I was gonna say it.
You know the one I had to edit out.
Yeah, I wasn't. I
Paul.
wasn't gonna say
Paul, We're 15 minutes in. I don't know who invited Amandy, but one of the main reasons I brought her on is I haven't done this in forever, and I really want to get back to it. I've listened to old episodes since I've been gone. I want to get to the beer crack. I miss the beer crack so much.
Yeah, I've been sitting here waiting to take a sip, but.
So what do you got, Paul?
For some reason, my local sheets are all out of White Claw surges.
Oh no, you bought them all out.
See, maybe if you went to Wawa, they would have it.
And I'm a little disappointed because they don't taste like nothing, but they got 8 alcohols in them. So now, unfortunately, I had to buy Truly Extra, which has also got 8 alcohols, but it's Berry Blast.
Ooh,
and this shit makes me want to throw up every time I drink it because it tastes like shit. But
what's the point?
It's got 8 alcohols and it doesn't make me bloated, Amandy. I'm an old motherfucker. I'm an old fart. I get bloated with beer. It makes me not be able to eat good the next day. And it gives me indigestions at night and I have to eat Tums all night. So I drink this. But
you know what you should try? Something. It's called Canteen.
What?
Oh.
It's called Canteen.
Canteen.
Oh, it's good.
Like the tacos?
Is that like a taco?
I don't know.
Canteen. C-A-N-T-E-E-N.
Yeah, canteen. Canteen.
Yeah.
Like you drink out of a canteen.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good.
It's made with actual vodka, right?
Yeah, it's a vodka one.
Does it have 8 alcohols or more in it?
6.
Yeah.
That's not enough.
I'm with you. But in spirit of you drinking a Truly, because I have been listening and I have seen that we went from like IPAs, porters, all these wonderful beers. I have noticed the local trend here, Paul, is that you've been seltzers only. Amandy's here. And what do you have tonight?
I got a White Claw.
She's got a White Claw for you.
I got a White Claw.
I do have a sneaky White Claw surge.
Oh, behind the scenes, got one.
But that's not what we cracking. I done cracked that one earlier because this other one I'm probably gonna pour down my throat faster than I could pee.
Yeah, we're clipping that one too. Anyways, and I've got, because I'm home, Cape May Brewery Coastal Evac. I've drank it probably way too many times on this show. Still looking for Cape May to
give you free alcohol.
Give me free alcohol. You're absolutely right. So, but I've got that. We can only get it here. But I'd like to crack one. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I just painted my nails.
Oh, Amandy, if you were to slap Alex across the face while he was drinking that would have been awesome.
Oh, I'm not going to do that, but I'm double fisting.
Arnar says, sounds like 8 woman's gripping. Fire up a 24-ounce natty.
Griping? I think he's saying griping.
Griping? Maybe. Fire up a 24-ounce natty and get at it, Polly.
Grammar.
Well, he said gripping.
Grammar, spelling, and punctuation's important for getting your point across with words.
Rodney, listen, he has to correct you on that. You know you're in trouble when Paul has to correct you on anything to do with the English language. Because at one point in time, when I brought you on, Paul, I was really worried because I didn't know how much the translation software was going to cost to translate your hillbilly.
Well, luckily, we have yet to put captions on. Otherwise, matter of fact, if we did put captions on some of this stuff, probably some of the best shit on the YouTubes.
We can figure that out. Ramon, you're out there. Ramon, how do we do captions? And how do we do hillbilly captions? We'll pay you $5 to caption everything for us.
So, Alex, tell us about your journeys, because everybody thinks you were out like doing a bunch of hard work and stuff, but all I saw was Fiji and you suntanning on these islands and sunsets and all this and that. So tell us what it was really like in your journeys the last 4 months.
I work harder than you.
You definitely don't. All right. So I've been gone. So people don't know I'm in the Coast Guard. Yeah.
Hold on. I mean, he's been gone so long, he don't know how hard you have to work to deliver that damn mail. Because that shit ain't easy right now.
Oh no. And fuck you
Look,
guys for buying, like, mattresses and box springs and like bed frames and like fucking desks. Fuck you all. Stop buying from Amazon.
50-pound dog food bags.
50-pound boxes of Fiji water. Fuck you all. Go to a store. Like, seriously. I'm over it.
Fuck you all. Go to a store.
All right, end rant. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so you guys don't know I'm in the Coast Guard. I'm currently stationed in California. My family, Amandy, and my two girls, Laura and Amelia, are here in New Jersey, South New Jersey. Make sure we preface that.
Yeah, South Jersey.
Yeah.
No association with North Jersey.
Yep.
Fuck them too. So.
Right, that's up there with Sheets, people that buy stuff, and now North Jersey is what she's added to her list. But so I was gone. Not only am I over there, but I'm living on the ship because my family still lives here. And then my ship left. So we did I couldn't talk about it before because the patrol hadn't started yet. But what was supposed to be an epic patrol with stops in Hawaii, Tahiti, Fiji, Australia, Papua New Guinea turned into a lot less of those stops. So we left. We were a little broken when we left. Our electrical system was fucked to shit, but we still left anyways. We went to Hawaii. We spent about a week in Hano. Due to COVID restrictions, we were not able to leave the base in Hano. So while Hano is beautiful and it was great to be home during Christmas, I was able to call Amandy and the girls. We could not leave the base at all. Fucking Lockwood. I got locked up once in Wildwood. Of course you did, Cody.
Oh Lord. Wildwood? Everybody gets away with anything down there.
Nah, you haven't met Cody yet.
Okay.
But yeah, so from there we went out and we did a mission, and our main mission was to stop illegal, unreported fishing out in the high seas out there. So we go out there, we go to do the good mission. Unfortunately, it's also typhoon season, so we went through a lot of that. Lockwood says Nadi or Suva. I was in Suva. I'll get to that. But yeah, so we went out there, and then the Tonga volcano happened. Right, it covered the whole sky. Our boat was the closest U.S. ship to Tonga when it happened. So we loaded up with supplies and we tried to help the Tongan people, but they, again, due to COVID, and I get it, I don't want to make this a whole, whatever your feelings are on the pandemic, I'm looking at you. No, I'm just joking. Whatever your feelings are on the pandemic, Tonga wouldn't allow us to drop off supplies. This is an island that only had like 4 cases of Tonga for the last 2 years.
You mean 4 cases of COVID. Not 4 Tongans.
There's only 4 Tongans. Tonganese? Tonganins?
Okay.
Tonganinians?
Spell it.
I can't even, I don't know the...
He can't even pronounce COVID correctly. He's calling it Tongans, so...
Yeah, last time she's on the show. Anyways, no, I'm just... So we attempted to help over there. And then we stopped in Tahiti. I put some pictures up of that. Tahiti was great. Tahiti's, I've been in 19 and a half years now. Tahiti is my favorite port call ever. This time that we pulled in, not the greatest. They would only allow us to 1 restaurant, 1 grocery store, and that's all we could really do due to the pandemic. So, again, what was supposed to be like an epic glass patrol turned into a patrol of...
Shit show?
Yeah, full-on shit show. So we left there. We did go to Fiji. We'll get to Lockwood here. We went to Suva, Fiji. Pretty cool. They don't have a lot of restrictions there. They didn't give a shit that we showed up, and we had a good time there. We went to a resort. It was awesome. It was a really good break. Mind you, this whole time there's about 140 people on board. and we're pretty crammed at this point, like full off the rails, like go do whatever you want to do. We hadn't done that in a month and a half. This is me stuck on a metal ship for, at that point, 45 days. We had some stops, but really you're just seeing the same people day in and day out. So this isn't my first ship in the Coast Guard. This is actually my fourth ship since I've been in, my third ship since I've been with her. And like the good thing about it, so the bad side, obviously, of getting underway is you're away from your family, you're away from your loved ones, you're away from kind of like normalcy. But the upside to it is that you get to go to these awesome places, and you get to go be like mini Vikings. You get to go party hard because you worked real hard.
Are you raping and pillaging as well?
A lot of pillaging, not so much on the raping. We try to.
Yeah, because that leads to good.
No, yep, we don't do that. So, but that's like the upside.
Well, in the YouTube live.
That's it. We're done. No,
Thanks,
so
Mandy.
that's the upside.
Oh,
Now
I can't even say rape on here.
Look, not
But
only
I'm like referencing Vikings.
hold up. Not only are we not making our $1.03 on this episode for the next 10 years, we're probably gonna have to pay them that back plus.
But wait, I'm so fucking confused.
Just drop it. All right, so get on with your Viking story there.
I need a list of shit I can and cannot say. I thought I'd
Just
be
pretend
pretty
you're in church.
PC.
Just pretend you're in church.
Well, I'm Catholic, so you know how we are.
It's true. You get away with everything. I'm glad that we now roped religion into it. She's just hitting all the points. You want to talk about politics next? Just get it all out.
No.
Yep. So we went. Let me just segue over. We went to Fiji. The cool thing about Fiji, so the Coast Guard has a weird legal relationship with the world, right? What are you pointing at? Lockwood says, "Say whatever the fuck you want." Yep, we know that, yes, Lockwood.
Thank you. I will.
So we have a weird legal relationship with other countries. So to enforce a lot of the laws that we have to go out and do, we either have these memorandums of understanding where we can enforce U.S. law in their waters, or
some of these comments.
Yeah, that's Cody. See, I can't even put them up here. That's how bad they are.
Aww.
Cody,
I'm
I love
enjoying
you.
them.
But what was really cool in Fiji, we have a weird relationship with them. So what we did is we actually took 3 Fiji law enforcement agents, and we had them on board. So then they used our boat, a U.S. Coast Guard boat, as their boat, basically. So we flew a Fiji flag, and we could enforce fishing laws in their waters because they were with us, which is really good. We ended up getting quite a few Chinese longliners who were not doing things properly, and they thought due to the pandemic that they could get away with it. And because we had these riders with us, it was actually really cool to be able to stop these guys, sight them, terminate their voyage, take their catch. It was a good deal. So
did y'all get to eat their catch?
No.
Was it catching the leaf?
No, they were not. So what they're using is they use about 4 miles of drift nets, and they're going to drop about 10 of those drift nets in increments. These drift nets are not legally sized properly, so it catches everything: dolphins, whales, turtles, everything gets caught in these nets. So we were able to stop those, which is great. It's awesome.
So it's catch and release, because I'm assuming they're still alive in the nets. So,
No.
So you cut the nets and let them go.
Well,
the mammals die.
Yeah.
All the whales and the dolphins die.
Yeah, because they got to breathe air. They're a mammal.
Oh shit, that's right. No, what about even the turtles?
Even the turtles are mammals too.
Even Alex knew mammals needed air, even though he didn't know fucking bass were cold-blooded.
I figured since they were in the water.
I didn't marry you for your brain, sweetheart.
But the other fishes survived, just like the mammal ones.
Yep.
Not really, but close enough.
Yeah, no, they all die too. But yeah, so yeah, nothing gets released. So we get these things. But anyway, so that was really awesome.
That's really depressing.
Yeah, but we were able to
Well,
cite
thanks
them.
for sharing the depressing news of not even being able to save them.
Well, we saved the future fish. Turtles are not mammals, Alex. Well, I know they're not mammals, but they still need to breathe. But you are absolutely right, fishing in the sticks. They're not mammals. God, I get caught up on biology so much on this fucking show. It's the worst.
Hey, when it was just Alex's show, he didn't have to worry about getting questioned on the
Nope, I could mute people.
facts
Yeah.
Okay.
of fish. But now, since I came on, I questioned him, and since he answered the first question right, but he guessed, now I ask all the scientific questions.
I don't blame you on that.
A total side note: I go up for walks. So where I work on the boat is the Combat Information Center, and we had very bad bandwidth, but the bandwidth underway would be good at like night. So I would have to work from 4 a.m. until 8 a.m. That was my watch. I still have a workday, an 8-hour workday, but this is the extra duty you have to stand underway. So I'd go up at like 3:15 in the morning to go relieve the watch. And my mid-watch people, these people are on from midnight till, I come in at 3:15 in the morning. As soon as I walk into CIC, and mind you, I've got 19 and a half years in, they call me the old man. I'm pretty seasoned at this. I have an air of knowledge, like I'm the shit underway, right? Maybe not, but I show up and OS3 Car, I'm sure he's listening. OS3 Car and OS2 I, two people that work for me, they turn around as soon as I get in there, and they both look at me dead in the eyes, and they go, "Hey, so is a bass cold-blooded or warm-blooded?" And I go, "Excuse me?" And they're going, "Well, Paul seems to think you don't know what it is." So these guys had used the minimum, the very small amount of bandwidth that we have underway in the South Pacific to stream Bass and Brews on YouTube to watch it on their 4-hour watch.
It's cute.
It is cute, but I fucked
That's
up
sweet.
the answer. I was like, "It's warm-blooded," and they're like, "It's not. It's cold-blooded, you dipshit." Like, I fucked up the answer because I still don't quite understand the answer.
Look,
okay.
if you had to just answer cold-blooded and not like 30 seconds later say, "I really guessed at that," it would have been a nothing. Nobody would have known the difference. But you opened the door for me to slide my hand in there and smack you across the fucking face, and I'm going to do that.
Oh, Will Smith you.
Oh, Will Smith me. You're right. You did Will Smith me.
I will Smith you before.
Hey, way to be relevant. All right, we might keep her on. She's being relevant.
Hold up. I Will Smith. I Paul Hills you. Will Smith Paul Hills Chris Rock, because I did this way before Will Smith slapped me.
I don't think so. I think, and I want to make sure.
I think you have practice because that was a pretty open hand slap.
Show us on Alex how he hit Chris Rock.
There we go.
No.
Hey, Paul, what are you? I mean, we already talked about raping. She already said the C word. Now you're going to get her to domestic violence me on camera.
Well, I mean, it's okay if you're short.
It's okay if you're short.
Yeah, he kind of has to take like a running jump to bitch slap somebody.
He's got to get the payback. He's got to get.
Hey, Wild Bill. Yeah. Wild Bill, if you're listening, this episode I guess is for you. I roasted you on a like episode 6, and I guess this is my roast. Unfortunately, it's from the one that I've decided to spend my life with.
Well, thank you. That's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me since my wife said I do.
But yeah, so we did that. We went to Fiji. Fiji was awesome. We did a resort there. That's the only thing we could kind of do. So they lightened up some restrictions. And then we were supposed to go to Australia. We got turned down from that due to COVID. So I'm sorry, the pandemic. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. But yeah, we got turned down from that. And then we ended up going to Papua New Guinea. That's right. People don't understand that. Like, I'm in the U.S. Coast Guard, but we were all the way out in Papua New Guinea. we weren't allowed off the boat there due to security concerns. That is a pretty rough country, to say the least. Maybe you can catch me on an Instagram where I'm not filtered and maybe had too many. But yeah. Lockwood says, I was getting hammered with indigenous Fijians on the front lawn of the Parliament building during an armed coup.
Ooh. That sounds like a fun time.
Listen, you and Paul are gonna take over the show when I'm gone. You fit into this group real well.
I don't know how to do any of this technical
Paul
shit.
didn't either, but he knows. Hey, it's been running for 4 months.
That's true. Good job. Good job.
Look,
Did anybody do a good job so far?
the only thing Alex didn't tell me was I had to delete podcasts in where we recorded them, or it wouldn't record there. So we recorded a whole episode, and when I go to post it, that shit ain't there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Come to find out, we only get so many hours of recording. And so I start freaking out. I'm like, Jesus. Well, I'm like, there's no podcast this week. Y'all gonna have to go watch it on the YouTube. And guess who came to our rescue? Ramon Outdoors. Came to our
Ramon
rescue.
Outdoors.
Quite a few
he got me to download that shit off the YouTube.
Yep.
And I got the podcast posted a little late, but that shit got posted.
Yeah. But yeah, and now I'm back. I'm happy to be back. I do want to take this time. I do have some thank yous. One of them is definitely you, Paul. Like I said in the beginning, I want to thank you for kind of running with this. I know this isn't what you want to do. You didn't want to be the host, just the co-host, but you've done a fucking fantastic job. Ramon Outdoors. Ramon, I've talked to you all the time. One of the guys who's always checking in on me while I was gone. I appreciate that.
Is this some bros before host shit? Shouldn't I be thanked first?
I'd also like to thank Amandy.
Wait, Amandy.
I didn't kill the kids yet. I've only killed 2 fish.
Amandy, we're 37 minutes in, and this man introduced the dog and himself before you. You cannot be mad at this point about not getting thanked. So just sit back, and enjoy the ride.
No, I get thanked first.
I
only killed 2 fish. The kids are still alive. The cat's still alive. Obviously, the dog's doing well. The house is still standing.
Can we go back to I got shit for introducing the dog first, right? But she just said the kids are alive, the fish are alive. Yep.
The
dog is doing great.
Alive.
The whiteboard is alive. I like that. I hope everybody saw that on the whiteboard. I'm not going to mention it. If you guys want to see what was on the whiteboard, make sure you hit up Swamp Rat Fishing.
Just 2, Ramon. Just 2.
Just 2. Well, let's make sure everybody can see it.
Oh, okay.
Ramon said 2 fish out of how many? Just 2. We had 2 fish, and she killed both.
Okay, so we had Finn, and Alex took over Finn. I bought it for the girls, and Alex took over Finn. So I noticed that the filter was getting really gross. So I was like, let me go out and get a new filter. Well, there was this extra little part. I didn't know what it was for, so I didn't attach it. Next thing you know, like a couple days later, I couldn't find Finn anymore when I went to go feed him. And apparently the little extra attachment was, so Finn went and get sucked up into the filter. So I accidentally killed Finn because he got sucked up into a filter. So I told the girls I already buried it because I didn't want to tell them that I killed Finn. So I went out and got another fish, and I actually put the filter on correctly. And I don't know, the fish just didn't eat. I did everything I was supposed to do, and I added the little bottom part for the filter, and so he wouldn't get sucked up into it, but somehow that fish died as well.
I love this. So being back, it's great to get back into the swing of everything, but I'm now just Ramon, you told me all these creative ideas. I need to write them down. Well, I'm going to put them out on the podcast right now. Amandy's going to have her own podcast. It's called How to Kill Your Dearest Pet. And it's going to be like a murder mystery podcast, but it's going to be about her describing how to kill your favorite pet.
How to kill a fish.
Well, a fish. I mean, she's done 2 fish. We can see if we can get bigger animals. This will be a test platform on if it's going to work.
I don't know if that's such a good idea.
Yeah. Lockwood says he was sucked up in the filter. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, and I like had to shine like a light, and like I got water all over the floor because I didn't realize there was still water in the filter when I tipped it over. To see that the fish was
Boom, Ramon, this is why you're the man. Making a fish murderer. This is the new podcast with Amandy.
And so like, and then like I like kind of like found like a paintbrush because it was the longest thing I could kind of like shove down the tube to see if I could move it around. Oh, it was really up in there. So yeah.
Hooked 'em Fishing says how to get away with marine murder. Yep.
Yeah.
All these are solid.
And they were beta fish. Yeah, so I've killed 2 beta fish.
Well, they shouldn't have been betas.
No. That's not funny.
That's right. But anyways, now I'm back. I'm happy to get back at it. Hopefully you guys are following. Already plugged it like twice. Let's do it again. After today, or after this episode, every episode is still going to stream on Swamp Rat. But there's a Bass and Brews Fishing Podcast YouTube channel. So you can go there. Every episode's going to be streamed there too. We're just trying to consolidate kind of some things. Makes it a little easier for Paul because unfortunately, Coast Guard had other plans. This is supposed to be my only deployment. I am going to have to do another one at the end of August. And that'll be my last one until retirement. We'll talk about that way later down the line, but head over there. We also, Paul was awesome enough to start up a Facebook page for Bass and Brews, a Instagram, and we've been hitting that one really hard, and then a TikTok as well. So listen, you guys can get this random bullshitness wherever you want it. Like, we've got it everywhere now. I did hear, and Paul, I don't know if you're okay with this or not. Yeah, that exciting news. It's weird my wife's here, but we are doing an OnlyFans site. It's just going to be Paul. We learned this week or last week that he was in a calendar.
Oh, good job.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh.
You got to subscribe to see past the hands.
Look at that leg. Am I allowed to do that?
That's not his leg.
What is?
It's his feet.
An idiot.
But anyways, yeah, follow us on all that stuff. I'm super happy to be back. I've missed all you crazy. I don't know what to call you guys. So comment, send us a DM. What should be the name? So Jigs and Bigs, right? Jugs and Bugs are our favorite podcast ever. They call their fans like Jugheads.
Jigheads.
I want Jigheads. Sorry, Jugheads. I can still go with Jugs and Bugs. But send us a comment on the.
When you say jugs, that reminds me of boobs.
Yep.
You know how they can be referred to as jugs?
Hey, are we 12-year-olds on this show, Amandy? I mean, what? That is, I mean, Jesus Christ, we're grown fucking adults. You don't have to say, oh, jugs or titties.
I kind of have a 12-year-old mind, and
so let me ask you this then. You've been with Alex, and you know y'all been around the block a time or two.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever eaten beaver?
No,
God.
that seems weird. I'm sorry. Oh wait, like as in beaver, as in the other kind of beaver.
What?
What are you talking about?
What? I don't know. No, I've never eaten beaver.
Well, it's delicious.
But your face made me think of like a different kind of beaver. And I'm like, no, I've never done that either. But
I don't know what you're talking about. The beaver, the one that makes dams and swims in the water and chews up trees.
No, I've never eaten a beaver. I don't think I want to eat a beaver.
Why?
It probably tastes like chicken.
Ha.
Am I right?
Ha. Hell no, that shit tastes like beaver. It's delicious.
Paul with the one-liner. No, that shit tastes like beaver.
It's probably really gamey, isn't it?
Not at all.
I hope. Listen, every beaver.
It's a little fatty, dark, delicious, scrumptious meat. It's so moist.
So this is the first time I've been on the show with this have you eaten beaver segment, and Paul, I love it.
Oh.
Lockwood wants to know, not even in college, Amandy?
No. Strictly Dickly.
Obviously,
Can
you
I
did
say
not
that?
go to.
Okay.
Obviously, you did not go to college in the South. If you ain't never
No.
tried Beaver.
No.
A lot of beaver eating in the South, huh?
I had, what are they called? Gator nuggets, right? Alligator
Yeah,
nuggets?
yeah, we had alligator nuggets.
Yeah, I've had alligator nuggets.
Oh.
But
How about? Well, I mean, look. There's a thing about Oompa Loompa nuggets don't count, Alex.
There it is, Bob.
All right, so from here's the question. From here, Alex, you're back for a short time.
Yeah.
Then you're gone for way too fucking long.
No, I'm gone for another short time. I'm even shorter time. I'm going to be on land. I'm going to be in Cali. So I'm away from New Jersey. Like, my fishing is definitely stunted. But I'm still here for everybody.
And he's coming back in May.
I am coming back in May for the spawn. I mean, her birthday. It's also...
Oh, shit. We're going to have girl number 3 on the way in May.
If
Not
only,
that spawn.
If only.
Would you stop?
I've been trying to get knocked up again. He just doesn't want another one.
Oh, my goodness. That's not where we're going.
Whoa. Alex is too old to be having babies.
I'm older than him.
She is.
But you're a woman. You're a woman. That's okay.
I gotta carry the damn thing. He just injects, and then I carry it. Like, I've been through this 2 times.
Do you hear what your husband sounds like now? Could you imagine him after a third?
Yeah, Wolfman Jack fully.
Anyway, actually, the older ladies love his voice.
Ashley who? Which Ashley? Which Ashley?
No, I said actually.
Shout out
are you?
Shout out
Ashley,
to Dinkwood.
Ashley who?
No, I said actually.
Ashley who?
Is he fucking with me?
This is obviously only the second time Amandy has ever listened to this, and the first time was Alex's going away party.
It's gotta be right.
She had to
popped
ask if I was fucking with her.
What's up, Bill?
I know.
Yeah, so, but I will be around. I plan on doing every episode. I should be able to hit every single episode before I leave, which is good. I love doing this. Hopefully, again, there's a bunch of listeners who haven't had to hear my scratchy bullshit voice. Hopefully, you guys are okay with it.
Oh, not the ear.
But yeah, and then and then I'll be away for a little bit for like 2 months, and then Paul will take over during that time. Again with the co-hosts, and big shout out to all the co-hosts.
What's he laughing at now?
I don't know. Ask him.
What are you laughing at now?
I don't know. I'm fat and I have a beard and I'm awesome, so I just laugh whenever the fuck I want to.
Well, all right then. I'm not gonna stop you.
But yeah, I'm super happy to be back. I want to have some more thank yous. All the co-hosts that came on. Thank all of you. There's a couple, specifically one real special one, Cupcake Coley, for trying to do her best Alex impression with trying to rein in Paul. He is a wild beast that's tough to wrangle up, but you did your best. I want to thank all the Hookset hoodlums. If you guys don't know, we're not sponsored by them. We should be, but Wild Bill is too cheap to give us any money. Thank God those products are amazing. I mean, we would maybe give this product a spotlight at the beginning of the episode if they maybe, I don't know, gave us some money. But you guys can head over to Hookset Hoodlums.
Bag much?
Oh, jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Well, sometimes
Can I say Jesus Christ?
Oh, jeez. Well, no, we're done. They're out. Amandy has ruined it. I'm just kidding.
I'm just making sure of what I can say and I can't say.
Will, I'm gonna hold you to that. Will said, "I'll give you money. I don't want that Larry the Cable Guy looking motherfucker getting a penny." I think that means you, buddy.
Can I have the money? It all comes to
no.
me.
Anyway,
Amandy, he was talking about you being the Larry Cable Guy looking motherfucker.
Oh, fuck me. Here I am sitting here thinking I'm cute.
You are.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are. You are. If you were an
From the Cable
overweight
Guy.
You
Before
are
when they
if
go
you
in
were an
medieval times.
overweight, middle-aged Southern man. Actually, he ain't even Southern. He pretended. This motherfucker from
He did.
Indiana, pretended to be country. Motherfucker, shit. Don't get me started on this shit. All right, fish your shit, Alex. We can't get on that shit right there now.
Yeah. So, I want to thank all the co-hosts, all the Hookset hoodlums.
Thank you, Lockwood.
Again, folks that reached out to me, Jersey Boys, 609 Fishing, M&K Outdoors. Thank you guys. Ramon Outdoors, you're the man. Mike Goes Fishing, you've been constant. Hit me up, just seeing if I'm all right. Hooked Up North, you did it too. Every time I had an inkling that I was online, you instantly saw if I was okay or not. I really appreciate that.
See
It's
you,
tough.
Billy.
Is Billy gone?
Go. Billy's got to go. See you, Billy.
Later.
Bye.
And Ramon says this is still the intro. It's not. It's the mid intro now. But yeah, Sunfish, what's up? Just want to thank everybody who stuck with me on the Swamp Rat side and on the Bass and Brews side. And I'm really happy to be back. But I'm also really happy to talk fishing. So I haven't been able to fish this whole time. We fished a little bit off the boat. We got nothing. At one point in time, the captain of our ship came down and he said, Alex, I'm going to give you some swim call. You can fish off the back of the boat. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do this. And I'm like, okay, what's the water depth? And he goes, it's going to be great for fishing. We're at a little over 10,000 feet. So that's not good for fishing. I might not know warm-blooded to cold-blooded, but I know 10,000 feet is going to be a struggle. So
it's like how many miles is that? How many miles is that, Alex?
Stop. I got a GED,
Roughly.
motherfucker. I don't know.
It's roughly 2 miles.
Yeah, so we're not catching anything. So we tried a couple times. We didn't get anything. So I've had to live vicariously through everybody. And one of those people that I've living vicariously through is you, Paul. You just got done going to Santee, right?
I did. And you know what? If people have been following me, I ain't about posting only the time that I catch shit. Like it's real life. Fishing is real life. It's just like out there hunting for a girlfriend or trying to make your wife happy. More times than not, none of that shit happens correctly.
Oh, stop.
Right.
Stop.
Yeah, no. I fish a Hobie BOS at Santee, and I'll preface it with this. I got down at 3 o'clock on Friday. Practice ended at 3 o'clock on Friday.
In the afternoon?
In the afternoon, not in the AM. I don't know what the hell kind of tournaments you fish at, but it ain't no damn Coast Guard tournaments that y'all fished. But so I had enough time to go check out a couple ramps I want to go in. First day I get out there, I missed 3 fish, catch 1, wind's blowing like hell. I mean, hell, if you've seen my videos and my posts and shit, the wind has damn obliterated me. I love the wind, but damn, y'all need to taper that shit down from like 25 to 50 to give me at least some 10 to 15s. Second day, wasn't in contention for anything. We had 200 anglers there. So I want to go try some new places. I caught another little dink.
Hold on, Paul.
Okay,
Hold on, Paul.
Jesus
What was
Christ.
your game plan for the first day? Like, what was your location and bait of choice?
So I went down to Moultrie, which is the lower lake on Santee, and I had picked out a ramp that I talked.
Hey, hold on, real quick. Time out.
I'll be right back.
Mandy's leaving.
I'll be right back.
You gotta go tinkle.
Yeah. Okay. You got it.
All right. Go ahead.
Right.
Sorry.
I'll be back.
She done. She can't like.
I can't hear now. You need another one while I'm up there.
Yeah, I'll take another one. Oh, she's coming back with beers. Anyways, so I want to hear about what was the game plan for day one.
All right. So I'd had a area I wanted to go into. Had a buddy I talked to. We talked about a launch. Went to this launch. I checked out the area to see if it fished good for what I wanted to do, time of year, all that good stuff. and it lined up. It lined up with some opportunities. The winds were supposed to blow, which they did pretty good. 20 mile per hour with gusts to 40. It was quite sporty past about 12 o'clock or so. But I get in there, get 3 bites on a frog, lose all of them. Finally catch a fish. But the little area that I was in was a good area to bring fish in. Had a point, this and that. So I just tried to find a place where I thought fish would be moving to. The week before, the elites were there. They caught pre-stage fish. They caught bedding fish. They were in the thick of stuff. So the fish were in that movement period. So yeah, I just picked a place in an area that I could take the kayak and be a little bit out of the wind and not be in the direct of, because Santee is known for the waves and stuff. I mean, it was rough. By the time we got back to the house at like 4:30, 5 o'clock, when you looked out across that damn lake, you didn't know if you were in the fucking Barren Sea. It was rough.
I saw a lot of footage from that. It seems like a lot of guys had a big struggle due to the weather, and it looked really rough. But I want to go back. Go ahead.
Well, not only that, too, is so it was a cold front coming through. So Saturday, bluebird skies, windy. Sunday, which would have been the second day of the cold front, bluebird skies and windy. So it kind of sucked from that. But the main kicker was the water in the lake dropped. And so if you know anything about, like, I spent time in high school working at a fish hatchery. And so where we kept all the big females, when they would start fanning beds, if they started fanning early, we would drop the water because it would keep them from laying eggs in those beds, because they didn't have the males in there. It wasn't time yet. So we had this pond where all the females stayed, and we dropped the water every time that they start fanning. And that would set them back 3 to 5 days typically. And so when you get these pre-spawn and spawn water drops, the fish, they move out, they don't bed. It just change, the mentality changes of what they're doing. So they're not feeding, they're not bedding. So we had a little bit of that, but some folks caught them, and that's the thing about being in an area and finding fish, like a lake that big, the 2 lakes in the Santee area that big. The fish aren't going to behave the same all over that lake. And some folks found them, especially the second day. I got to give a shout out to my boy, Vinny Ferrari, Queen City Kayak Bass Fishing. He put up like 105 inches. And then another guy from Queen City, Ting, he put up like 108. Those 2 guys wrecked them on Sunday. That was amazing. They knew where their fish were. They had them dialed in. They got it. But in general, it was tough, man. And I will never blame it on having time to pre-fish, because I have gone to other lakes and done well with the 0 pre-fishing. And there are people that probably did well at this tournament that didn't have, a lot of pre-fishing, maybe a day or less. And so I'll never blame it on that. Does it help, especially in a 2-day tournament? You're damn right it does. You got to have spots in a 2-day tournament where you got to know your fish are going to be there. So it was a great experience. Here's the cool thing, man. I got to meet in person so many people that we've talked to through social media. What the fuck are you doing, dude?
Oh,
I don't know. It sounds like you're shuffling cards.
No.
Jeez, I can't have Lockwood on here because he's flossing his fucking teeth. You come back and it sounds like you're crumpling up paper.
I just opened up the earbud case. Anyway,
I got to meet a lot of quite a few folks that have been on the podcast, or I've talked to because of the podcast. I got to stay with 3 great guys. Jordan Marshall, who's been on the podcast a couple times, stayed with him. Got to meet pro moderator Eric Thomason. He was in the house. Matt Millard was in the house. So I got to stay with those guys. We had a great time. Got to talk fishing. I learned a lot of shit. outside of that, I just got to meet a lot of folks that
Good.
having been in this community and talked to folks because of the podcast. Got to meet them. It was awesome, man. It was a good experience. I always expect to win every tournament I'm in. That's a different podcast. We can talk about that mindset. But it is what it is. Had a great time. And I got to fish for 2 days. So can't beat that.
Hell no, dude. That's awesome. Why did you go with the frog to start out with instead of like did you stick with that frog the whole time? Were you just running like I'm gonna catch him on this?
Where I was it had a creek channel that split. So Santee Cooper is very shallow. It's two swampy lakes.
Mm-hmm.
This area was flooded. Oh geez, Siri, go fuck yourself. And where I went, I followed a creek channel that cut through some flooded timber, and I was going to a place I want to go to anyway. This creek channel opened up into like a spawning flat, and it has some deep water that came in off the main lake. It was a good spawning flat. Had a couple points for Santee Cooper. I had a couple points out there. And I wanted to go up in there because I just thought that if they were feeding where when I got to the ending point of where I was going, which was where that creek channel came in from the main, that cove, it'd be a good place for them to come in and want to feed. And so it was lily pads, vegetation. So it was less than a foot deep. So a frog was just a good, it was a good bait to throw up in that area I was in.
Right. Oh, you got dead air, Paul. Come on, fill it up, Paul. Sorry, I got another beer to crack.
Which one is this one?
Well, I don't know. Apparently now y'all sound muffled, and I agree with Ramon. Sounds like you're talking through a megaphone. Did you change your speaker?
I didn't. Nope. I'm still got the earbuds in, whatever they're called.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that was it. Went in with that frog in that area. I fished it the morning rose, bluebird skies. So I fished it around some stuff. I fished what I knew how to fish in areas I was at, looked for beds. It was just tough, man. It was tough.
Yeah,
but I had the bites.
Yeah.
So if I would have caught my fish that first day, I would have went back to the same area. Would I have finished in the top 20? Probably not. I maybe could have been close. I don't know because I never got to pre-fish, so I didn't know what exactly there.
Right.
But I at least would have had a decent finish versus the absolute diarrhea shit finish that I ended up with.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't sound like fun.
No, I mean, go ahead.
Amandy, what'd you say about diarrhea?
Dude, that's not fun.
No, it's not. Yeah.
You were peeing out your butthole?
Yeah. I was. And my wife wasn't there to clean the toilet. So, it sucked.
Well, I mean, the one consolation prize I would say is that it sounds like everybody had a really tough tournament. I mean, everything on the social media is like, hey, everybody. Mark, a former guest of the show, I know he had a tough time too. I saw a lot of people had a lot of issues.
Well, look, no, that's not a consolation prize at all.
Just so you know, Dave is saying chasing 20 kayak fishing here. He says you should have cranked. How come you didn't throw out that crank?
Well, look, Dave, where I was the first day, buddy, wasn't no cranking territory. Believe me, I had the squirrel bill tied on. The second day, I cranked a little bit, but I just wasn't in a good place. I was the second day on Sunday because I wasn't in contention for anything. I'd never bass fished Santee Cooper. I figured I was going to go put in at another launch and check out an area and cut a bunch of water. I caught a little dink, like 14 and a half or something. But I got to see some stuff. So what's funny is I went into this little creek and I was fishing up this creek. I heard some people coming. I looked back at his kayaks, and when the kayaks went by, I was like, God damn, I think that's old Ryan Lambert from KBN, which has been on the podcast. And sure shit, I'm texting. I was like, hey, is that you? Did you just come into a little creek arm? He goes, yeah. Little river. It's like, yeah, just take a left around a bend, and it ended up being him. So he was over there fishing some lily pads and weeds and stuff, and I'm on the other side. As I get up, as I'm coming up, I'm hearing this noise, and it sounds like cars going over a bridge. And as I get closer, I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking alligators. And he goes, hey man, do you hear that? I'm like, yeah, that's a fucking mating call of some big alligators. And it must have been 6 or 8 at least alligators. And if you've ever seen Discovery Channel where they're bubbling, they're making that noise, and the bubbles are coming up. They're doing that shit, and we're right there at it, and some of them are way deeper and longer than others. So it was some more. I'm pretty sure my GoPro didn't get it because I was on the other side of the creek channel, but he got some audio. Go check out the KBN show from that posted today. They played some audio, but it was it was a little. Look, I grew up there. I know those gators ain't gonna bother you, but it's a little nerve wracking because look, to hear what you were hearing. These weren't no little damn, catch them and reel them to the boat and be like, hey, I caught an alligator. Like these, I'm in a PA 14. Them bitches is probably as big as that boat, if not bigger.
Yeah, that's I mean, Jersey, we don't have to deal with gators. I don't travel much.
Occasionally.
Well, there was that one. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, there was that one. We have one gator. It was pretty big news down here. It was like a couple streets away from us.
It was. So near River X, you guys seen my videos. I fish there consistently, but somebody let out a pet gator.
But it was like it ended up a couple streets from our house.
It did.
Yeah, it was the big to-do down here.
It was the big to-do.
We don't get gators.
It's probably eating all y'all's beaver.
Listen, if a gator is going to eat my beaver, I'm all right with it.
No.
That's silent. All right, Paul. Paul, this is for everybody listening. This is not our normal episode. It's just been me and Paul.
Yeah, fuck Amandy. She ain't been here at all.
Oh my God, I'm not gonna live this episode.
No, he's not. I swear. I'm like, I brought him a beer. Shit, dude.
But
you're using my laptop.
Well,
and my earpod.
But I appreciate everybody who's kept the support up. We'll get back to our normal schedule. Me and Paul now back with guests. I just want to do a quick recap of what I was up to, what Paul has been up to. He had a big tournament, so yeah. But
you told me you weren't giving me the hook at an hour anymore, but yet here we are.
No. I said I'm only giving you the hook on the hour behind the scenes. So I mean, you guys who listened to the show when I was on it, I always had like a hard 1 hour rule, right? And I had a lot of feedback from everybody. Like, we want longer. We like longer. Of course, my wife says it to me all the time. But I could see that with guests, right?
Oh, can I say that?
She called me a 2-pump chump.
Am I allowed to say that?
Hey, you gave her two beautiful daughters. She cannot pick on how well it does it or doesn't work.
It worked.
Is it performed? It performed the way it needed to perform to make it.
But I will pull that hook. This is just an off episode. It's just an update. Me and Paul like feeling it out. It's like, when I first got home with Amandy, I mean, and I didn't go right for the kinky stuff. We played it safe at first. So,
Mom, Dad, I hope you're not listening right now.
so we're playing it safe at first for this episode.
Is your mom listening?
She does.
She does.
She does.
That's why I'm like,
Jesus Christ. Did she listen? Has she listened since Alex has been gone? Or was she like,
I'll ask her. I don't know. But I know she does, and she was like, "Damn, they drink a lot on that." And I'm like, "Yeah, who cares?"
well, no, it's only we only drink usually one drink. The rest of them have water.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm just gonna ask her not to listen to this one. Just because she doesn't like it when I say fuck, and but.
She said fuck. She said cunt.
But cunt doesn't really bother her. Some, like if I say that word. But I usually say see you next Tuesday when I'm with her. Like see you next Tuesday. So that doesn't really bother her, but that fuck does. Sorry, Mom.
All right.
You don't listen to
so I think on that note, I appreciate everybody coming out.
Oh, you're ending it?
I'm ending it.
We'll
be all right.
We have 33 and 30-second more minutes before we end this. This is long form podcasting now, Alex. Don't come in here throwing your weight around, you little 5'2" skinny little bitch, because this ain't what Bass and Brews is anymore. We are mid to long form podcasting,
but
with
what's the
great
topic
guests
now? Because we covered both our topics, so now what do we fill that rest of the time with?
Okay, this is easy.
Hold on, Lockwood. It says is she
timeline.
We're just gonna turn that one off. If you guys want to see that comment, you can head to the YouTube. I'll keep being the marketing guy.
So this is an easy question, at least to fill in a little more time, Alex.
Okay.
Where does Bass and Brews go? Now, we have you back for a while. We have a short hiatus where you're going again.
Yeah.
But where is Bass and Brews going from since you're back for good, with the exception of a little bit of off time? Where's Bass and Brews going? What do we look like? What are we doing? What guests are we going to have on? What are we going to cover? What does it look like for the future of Bass and Brews coming into our first full year?
Can I just say, hopefully, some money or more for shit, so we doesn't have to spend the money? Like,
Amandy, we have like 10 viewers. So if you want money, I'm pretty sure
you're gonna have to go topless.
Well, yes, but we'd have to create the OnlyFans page for that.
Yeah, onlyanglers.com.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Trademark. Patent pending. Is that what you say? Patent pending?
Yeah.
So
I think the future. I think the future.
What does Bass and Brews look like besides Amandy's boobs?
No, I'm not doing that.
Well, you just said you were.
No, his boobs, not mine.
Oh, nobody wants to see his little nipples.
He does a really little nipple.
So I think the future.
Does your mouth fit? Hey, do you have to open your mouth to fit them around the nipples, or can you just like kiss it and it fits?
Second option.
Okay. So fuck his nipples. They suck. We only want nipples. You got to open your mouth.
Little itty bitty mosquito bite nipples.
All right. So
what you're saying is his balls are really small too.
No.
All right.
He's
So
got a good set of balls on him. Mom, please don't listen.
So the future of Bass and Brews is not this episode. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, come on.
Okay. So the future of Bass and Brews. I want to. Hopefully, everybody who's listening enjoys this. I know me and Paul enjoy the fuck out of making these. We really do, and we'd like to definitely grow. So we're going to do that towards the normal means. But Paul is right. We're going to do some more minus this episode. I think that Paul has proven longer form works better for the listeners. If you guys, I'll throw a poll out on the. I'll throw a poll out on Saturday. This episode's going to release on Friday. I'll throw it out on Saturday. Your preferred length of podcast. We want to cater this towards you guys on how long you want. I got a lot of really good input. Paul really hit the money on hitting what I think with getting a longer form on the podcast. Paul's wearing his size medium shirt.
Look, bitch, I'm the one on this show that picks on other motherfuckers. You're here to be short. Look, if we painted you green, you'd be the leprechaun from the movies back in the day.
I'm the leprechaun. But, I mean, we're here to, Paul said it really best. And I want to continue with this vision.
Wait, can you say salmon?
Oh, I want a 2-hour loop of Paul saying salmon. Ramon, we can, oh, God.
That was for you, Lockwood. I know you're going to go home tonight and have the dreams of dreams.
It doesn't work like that. It's not touchscreen. I'm not even
Johnny
that
gets a little
fucking
more.
retarded. Oh, I can't say the R word. I'm not even that bad. I'm not even...
Anyways,
Sorry,
Lockwood, that's only allowed on the group chat.
But yeah, no. So I want to continue on with our special brand of bullshit. Paul said it best when he said.
Can you say salmon real quick?
Go ahead, Paul. Say salmon.
It's salmon.
No. Oh, we had this conversation before.
Yes.
Salmon.
No. If your buddy's name was spelled S-A-L, how would you call him?
Sal.
Now add M-O-N at the end.
Salmon.
No.
That's my girl.
You said my buddy's name is Sal. And I said add M-O-N. His name is Salmon.
No, salmon.
It's Salmon. You just said his name was Sal.
Well, is he an Italian Sal? Or is he where you're from?
You could be part of the Italian mob, and his fucking name is Sal. 100% is Sal every day of the week. Sal. So when you talk about fish, that fish's name is salmon. Salmon.
No, it's salmon.
When you see your buddy, because I know in New Jersey, y'all got somebody you know, if not 3 to 8 people, their name is Sal.
That's the downside of joining the hoodlums.
Yeah, but it's Sal, like short for Salvatore or something like that.
Yeah, short for salmon.
No!
Outdoors to go. Outdoors to go killing it. Nobody in the South is named Sal.
Exactly. They're all up in the Northeast.
Outdoors to go. You mind your own damn business. I'm thinking your kayak next time I see you. You just said his name was Salvatore.
Yeah,
so if his name was S-A-L-M-O-N, you say, oh, that's Mr. Salmon next door. He's so nice and sweet.
I would say salmon.
You know what? You're not going to win this argument because you have already proved me correctly twice, and one of them was on your own cognition.
No.
Salmon.
Don't look at me. This is you and Paul. I'm not in this fight. I know how it's pronounced. I've argued with Paul for at least 2 hours on air about this in multiple episodes. This is you and Paul now. I love that I just get to sit back.
It's salmon. Salmon. Now I'm drunk and you're making me fuck up the word. I can still say fuck, right?
You can still say fuck.
Hey, Mom, say salmon for me one time and let's see how it makes you feel.
Salmon. No, it don't work.
I don't even know where we go from here.
Next topic.
All I know if Alex walks up in the bedroom and is like, "Hey, baby, you want some salmon tomorrow night for dinner?" She's gonna be like, "Make a baby."
If he said
Right.
salmon, I think he got hit in the head. So,
Speaking of hitting in the head, let's just hit in the head. All right, anyway.
If he got hit in the head, it would have had to be at a 5-year-old T-ball game because can't nobody hit him in the head.
Don't spit on my laptop.
Because he's too damn short to get hit in the head doing anything else in life.
That's true. I'm sorry, babe.
Hey,
he's my little hobbit.
We stop. Anyway. Lockwood would like you to say the word on the screen, Paul.
Pterodactyl.
Okay, he said it.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of this,
hold on. Green Dave says salmon, salmon, brim, sandwich,
That's
sandwich.
green.
No,
Brim.
it's brim. It's different ways to spell the word brim.
Sandwich.
Just like salmon.
That's it.
It's not bream, it's brim, just like salmon. It's salmon, not salmon.
Salmon.
Hey, don't fuck with my South Jersey accent.
Uh-oh.
I had somebody ask me if grilled cheese was a sandwich. And it was Cam from Faith and Fishing, who's been on the podcast.
Yeah.
And I told him no. At the point you take a sandwich and you heat that bitch up, it's no longer a sandwich.
Yeah, I call it dinner.
It's a panini. It's a grilled something. It's a panini. But
that's still a sandwich, right? What's a hot sub sandwich to you then?
It ain't a sandwich.
So here we call them grinders.
Who?
A grinder is a hot sub. A hoagie. A hot hoagie is a grinder.
The only grinder I ever had was like in the college dorm room when me and my wife got back after a football game. That's the only grinder I ever had.
That's the app. That's the app you got on after she told you to go to bed.
No, never. Hell no. I do not want hoes messaging me because I am too damn old and handsome to be fucking around with people that want money that I don't have.
Yeah, but you said this is in college, so you were young, you were a star punter.
This was the early 2000s. Grinder and all those dating websites, they didn't exist, House.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that is true. They weren't around back then.
But here's the deal. We
had Friendster. Now I'm really giving away my age. We had Friendster.
What song was on your MySpace, Amandy?
Oh, I didn't do that shit. Come on now. I just posted pictures and
she posted bad poetry when she worked at Hot Topic.
Do bad poetry.
She posted bad poetry and cleavage.
No, I can't even put a sentence together as is. How am I gonna write fucking poetry?
Well, poetry, the best poetry has no sentences, no nothing. Onomatopoeia, bitches.
No.
All right, what were we talking about before y'all got me off on a tangent?
No,
we're talking about the future of Bass and Brews.
Yeah, then you fucked it up talking about some damn sandwich or something.
I did not.
I said grilled cheese was called dinner.
Way before that. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Let's get to the tagline. This is how we make the money. You ready?
You ain't profitable off this
I'm trying to be profitable. You ready?
Well, look.
You ready?
Amandy,
be profitable.
Amandy,
here's what I'm
we ain't making shit on this episode.
No, we ain't shit.
Said the C word. I didn't show my titties.
She talked about rape.
Yeah,
she's already religion.
She said the R word. Look, not only are we not making no money on this, we probably gonna have to pay somebody for this shit here.
Listen,
thanks,
here's where we cut it. Watch, babe. This is how we make the money.
But according to Paul, you have 12 minutes left.
Okay, well, hold on.
But hold on, Alex.
Yeah.
Amandy has never been through the shotgun round.
Oh no, we're gonna do the shotgun.
Ooh, what's a shotgun round?
You're gonna figure it out, but
I'm
hold
not
on.
gonna drink.
Here's how it's okay. But here's how we cut this.
Amandy, you need two. Amandy, you need to go get 2 more alcoholic drinks while Alex leads us in. Go get your drinks and then come back. Go.
It's like 3/4 of the way full.
Yeah.
So go get another one.
Go get another one.
I'm not shotgunning a drink.
You're not gonna shotgun.
We're not gonna shotgun. We're not shotgunning nothing.
Okay.
We're not gonna
Yeah, it's not shotgun, but you're gonna need another drink. Go get it.
All right, let's get up.
Oh, Paul.
All right, Alex. Finish your diatribe, bitch.
I don't know what to do now. I mean, we've been gone for a long time. By we, I mean me. Hopefully she's sober enough. But
Look,
the future. Here's the cut. The future Bass and Brews. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. Hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you guys like our, here's the tagline. Ready? Your weekly distraction from quality fishing podcasts.
And one thing about Bass and Brews that we always, since I've been on here and before I was on here, Alex brought on, it's how I got on here. I was a nobody. Look, we've had some really, really, really great guests. Some of those guests have had 100, 200 Instagram followers, 500, 1,000 YouTube subscribers. Some of them have had tens of thousands of followers and thousands of subscribers and this and that. This podcast looks to find interesting people that are doing fun stuff fishing. That can be tournament fishing. That can be kayak fishing. That can be bank fishing. It doesn't matter. What we've tried to create with this, and I think what we've done a good job with, is we bring on people who have a story to tell and who have a good time. Because, and I told Alex this earlier, is a lot of the folks that I brought on, what I told them to think about this podcast, I was like, look, if you listened to the podcast, somebody, no, I hadn't listened to it. And I said, look, it's just me, you, the guest co-host. So it's the three of us sitting around a campfire, drinking beer, coffee, Dr. Pepper, whatever it is, sitting around a campfire, talking fishing, and talking a little bit of shit. It's that simple. And so that's the kind of environment we've tried to create, because it's, Alex and I, whoever it is, the guest co-host, we're here. The guest is the person that leads the conversation. We just ask the questions that get them to talk about the fun stuff. And that's what it's been. And that's why our guests have been great. And it's been like this. So we're going to continue on this path. And Absolutely. Is this PG? Is it PG-13? Hell no. Nope. As the paddle and fin guys, my boys Chris and Drew said, it ain't safe for work out loud. Put some headphones in, you're cool. But that's just who we are, because it's just like watching YouTube videos where people catch fish all the time, and they post a YouTube video where they never catch nothing. You don't see it. We just try to be real. We're trying to be real.
I love it. Listen, Paul, that was fantastic. I think I would have had a better snippet, but you being the hammer that you are, jabber hammer, trademark pending.
Patent pending.
That's not patent, it's trademark.
No, we're trademark.
Trademark. Oh, trademark.
But no, Paul's right. And I love all you guys for coming along with us on this. I hope you guys stick with us. But we haven't had, this is like a non-fisherman either. But let's do a rapid fire. Listen,
all right.
The shots have been called. The gauntlet's been laid. Amandy is next in line for the rapid fire. Paul, hit it, brother, because I don't have them lined up at all.
Okay.
Oh my God, Alex used to know these by heart, and so I'm going to pull up, and no lie, this is how it's been since day one. Bass and Brews don't fuck up lists while Alex is gone.
I love it. Okay, so I have to go through this.
It's rapid fire. We don't need too long explanations. You just it's when it comes
All
to the top of your head, and we explained it to a bunch of people, and including one. I'm going to do a throwback here. I don't know if anybody remembers this guy anymore, but his name is Dark Waters Podcast. Right?
Okay.
Very successful podcast. He did rapid fire with it. He answered so incorrectly that he shut down his podcast. And that is not a truthful statement, but if I say it out loud, it's truthfulness now, day and age. So,
All right, so disclaimer.
no disclaimer.
I don't fish that much. And if I go out, he usually gets a fish off the hooks.
Okay,
And
okay.
it's a hook
Amandy,
So,
first of all,
okay.
what makes these questions great, there's only like one that has anything to do with fishing.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
All right, this will be
Yes,
fun.
yes.
Okay.
So answer the
Can I be
question
as-
quickly.
Can I
you-
be as inappropriate as I want, or do I have words that are no
Jesus
goes?
Well,
Christ.
you know
if you're
some words.
inappropriate, if you're inappropriate with these questions, then your daughter's future is in peril.
All right.
All right, let's do it. Hit it, Paul.
All right, Amandy, Crocs
Okay.
or flip flops?
Wait, what?
Oh Jesus. We're,
Crocs.
Oh,
or
flip
flip-flops?
flops.
oh my God, you have
Flip-flop.
lost your fucking mind. Your feet are going to be slipping out of them. You're going to fuck up
Nope.
your rainbows, and once you get them wet, they don't warranty the lifetime warranty. You have lost it. Oh my
Crocs
God,
are so ugly. No,
I'm
flip-flops.
chastising you on every question out, even if I agree. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Ew, no. I'm Italian. No.
Oh my God, thank you so much. I'm going to hug the shit out of you next time I see you.
No,
I'm going to hug you so. I'm going to
Rolls
hug
on
you so
pizza.
hard, Alex.
Pineapple's so good on pizza.
Oh, that's because you're from the Northwest and they don't know how to do pizza.
Next question.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Look, fruit does not go in beer or anything that
It does go
has
in beer.
pizza in it.
You're
Yeah, you
drinking
can't-
a
you can't put it
surge.
on a pizza.
Hold on, you're drinking seltzers, Paul. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, you're gross when you get pineapple and ham pizza. I always have to pick the pineapple off and then just leave the sweetness on it. Ew, no, fuck that.
So you should take the pineapple off, and while he's
And
eating his
throw it at
pizza,
him?
you should throw it at him.
All right.
And just throw pineapple at him.
Yeah, just throw pineapple at him.
Yeah, no respectable Italian is gonna put pineapple.
And
on the
then
fucking pizza.
when you're out of pineapple, take your slice of pizza and smack his ass across the fucking face.
I should.
Yeah, you should.
And videotape it, because then Bass and Brews would go viral over that shit. It would be.
Okay.
Matter of fact, if you plan on doing that, invite me. I will drive up there, videotape it, be a part of it, and then drive home. All right. Amandy, this is a fishing question now. You don't
Okay.
have to think about it. Just guess. You gonna spend
Okay.
more on a rod or reel?
A rod.
Good answer. That's a good answer.
Yay.
That's a good answer, because how you make babies is with the rod. In a 3-hour session, you want to catch 5 2-pounders or 1 7-pounder.
5 2-pounders.
It's that tournament angler.
All right, another fishing question. Just answer it. First thing comes to your mind. You
Okay.
fishing a wacky rig or no?
No.
You ain't having a third baby then with your husband.
No, you
right?
ain't.
Slow jams or hype music.
Anything made before 2005?
No,
Slow jams or hype music.
Which one? Oh my God.
I guess hype music.
Yeah, we're all dissing you on that one.
I don't even have a rebut. I have nothing to say. Have you
I don't either. I don't even like that question. Like, what kind of question is that?
Whoa.
Do you like more upbeat music or a slow jam? Lovey-dovey or like get hype? Looking at me like that. Next question, Paul.
I don't listen to anything made after 2005.
We know, but there's still hype music before
Jesus
that.
Christ. The greatest
Oh.
hype music ever
Classic
made
alternative.
was
That's not what he's saying.
19
You
was
said
19
the type. Do you like a ballad or do you like a rock your face off? Which one's
I don't know.
okay?
It depends on the mood.
What? But you got to pick a mood. It's a whole part of rapid fire. You're killing me, Small. Next one, Paul.
Okay.
Amandy has fucked this shit up so bad. I don't even know what to say.
Yes, I have. I'm sorry. I apologize.
All right, let me make this easy for you.
Okay.
And I'm going to judge the shit out of you for this right now.
Get 'em.
Guns N' Roses or Alice in Chains?
Guns N' Roses.
Oh,
Nope.
Jesus. Oh, fuck.
Alice in
Alex.
Chains.
Alex,
It's Alice in Chains every time.
get
No, I like Guns N' Roses.
Alex, the mommy of your girls has lost all credibility.
No. What are you talking about?
Guns
I
N'
love
Roses
Guns N' Roses.
is shit.
Hold
All
on,
right.
real quick.
New Guns
Hold
N'
on.
Roses is shit. Old Guns N' Roses. is
Alice in
fucking
Chains is way
awesome.
better. But Lockwood said,
No.
maybe just bring your fish filter next time you fish.
So I can kill the fish while I'm out there.
Exactly. You'll catch
Oh.
something.
Oh, I caught more fish the last time we went out
Alex,
together.
Alex,
I caught more
Yes,
fish than
sir.
him.
Alex.
Yes, sir.
Is there any
Yeah.
more questions? For my
If you
rapid
keep
fire?
score with your wife, she owes you like 3 of whatever she owes you to none of whatever you owe her
He owes
because
me more.
she likes
I
Guns
kept
N'
the kids
Roses over
alive.
Alice in Chains.
Oh
I
yes,
know.
I do like Guns N' Roses.
Alice in Chains is way better.
No.
All right. So hey, Paul, what do we got?
Amandy, have you ever eaten beaver?
All right.
No, I've never eaten beaver. And I don't plan on
Okay.
eating beaver.
Damn.
Strictly dickly.
Way to end the episode in a downturn. All right,
Well, no,
everybody.
that's not the last question, Alex.
Yeah, let them finish the questions. I'm in rapid fire.
Oh wait, I
Shit.
thought that was the last one. I thought you were ending with that one. That's my fault. I'm
No.
new at this.
We've got 2 more.
Okay.
Perfect.
Amandy,
it,
do you eat largemouth bass?
No.
No. That's really large.
Alex,
People eat that.
Goocher. What happens when you goocher?
I don't know what goocher means.
What's a goocher?
Oh, jeez. I'm going to have
All
to
right.
show you.
All right. The last
Okay.
one.
All right, Amandy. Last question of the
Stop being a
night.
little
Alex,
bitch.
Hold on.
I'm the one who's got to work tomorrow. What are you bitching about? Let him go.
look. Here's the thing.
Jesus
Alex,
Christ.
I
Alex,
gotta pee.
at an hour and 5 minutes. Look, let me give you quick. I'll ask this last question real quick. But before that, this is what before Alex left. Before
Nope,
this
I got a
podcast.
tinkle. Hold on.
Wait,
Here, put that one in your ear. I got to pee.
All right. So
All right.
Amandy,
Oh,
Amandy, before Alex left, we ended this shit at like an hour to an hour and 10 minutes. And I could
Yes.
tell when we started getting to like hour and 10, this is Alex. She's like, oh, all right, we got it.
That's because he wanted to get late.
Look,
And he only had that small window of time to get upstairs before I fell asleep.
but look, we all have that small window of time. We got to plan better. Like you don't plan having relations on Tuesday during recording.
Well, you know.
Ugh. All right, Amandy.
But that's why I was
Alex.
saying, like, I got to work tomorrow, but thankfully I'm only going in for a little bit. So
That's
why I'm like,
pretty much
"Stop
what
being
Alex
a
would
little
tell us
bitch."
every Tuesday night.
No,
All right.
sometimes he would have to go in on a Wednesday morning. So I kind of get it, but if he had off on Wednesday, it's like, stop bitching. You ain't doing anything after you drop the kids off at school.
There's so many sexual jokes within what you just said that I could look. This could be a 3-hour podcast for what you just said. Those sentence and a half. Oh my gosh. All All right. Well, we're going to end this here quickly.
Wait, I thought you had
people
one
came
more
on this
question.
podcast to listen to fish and
Come
shit,
back on.
and we didn't. All right, Amandy.
Okay, hold on. I gotta give that to him.
That's what she
Hey,
said.
real quick, note for the listeners: if you have a sub pump, they are excellent for peeing into. Let's just make sure we're clear on
So
that.
gross. So okay,
All right, last question, Amandy.
okay.
It's the most important question of this podcast.
Yeah.
We've had
Okay.
some amazing people answered this question in some really, really unamazing ways.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, I had like one of those silent weird burps.
Okay. So here's the thing. You can't fuck this one up.
Okay.
If you
I
do,
can't fuck this one up.
No.
if you do,
Okay.
I'm gonna tag you and I'm gonna post some booby pics and tag your mama too. So don't mess
No,
with
I
don't
don't
fuck
want
it
my
up.
mom to
You
listen
better
to this
answer. You
one.
better answer correctly then.
Okay. Oh,
All right.
shit.
All right, shh,
All right.
Alex.
Okay.
Shh.
So
It's my
much
podcast now.
pressure.
It's mine.
Okay.
It's mine.
A lot of pressure. Okay.
All right. As
All right.
anglers, as your husband is a pretend angler, one thing we love the most
Okay.
are sandwiches. They're easy.
Yeah.
Our wives can make them for us the night before. What are your top three sandwich proteins?
The first one is ham. Always gonna put ham first. Second one I would have to say is like turkey. I'm boring. I'm so basic. And then I guess the third one's roast beef.
There we go. Listen, Amanda, you have succeeded. If we rewind back many, many moons ago, Delirious Angler started out number one with cheese.
Oh no, he said protein.
Correct.
Wait, technically cheese is a protein.
Stop. It's not a sandwich protein.
It's a protein. But if I'm going meat wise, I'm gonna say ham, turkey, roast beef.
There you go. All right, everybody. This has been an awesome comeback. I'm trying to end this show for the last
he's
40
right.
minutes.
Did you show this one?
No, what are you comparing guns?
Guns N' Roses to Alice in Chains is like comparing pineapples to
Stop.
It's like apples and oranges. It's technically kind of like Alice in Chains came a little bit later on than when Guns N' Roses started. So if you're gonna ask that question, I think you gotta start when both bands kind of started at the beginning.
I think this is why me and Paul get together so much, is because I'm used to the constant arguing at all times. But I want to thank everybody.
Oh, shut up.
I want to thank everybody for coming out and listening.
Hey, before we end it,
Ew, who's this guy who ate this?
Yeah,
That's Christian.
Yeah,
Why?
All right, listen.
I gotta stop her now. I gotta stop her now.
Look, I thought I was out of fucking control. Amandy has lost all control. She's probably farting in her britches and peeing in her pants right now. I mean, she is out of control.
I took some pee breaks, but I've had some silent burps. I don't know if they came through
All right, look, here's the deal. Here's the deal.
What
Look,
makes me gassy?
If any of our listeners are still listening that typically listen, that's a lot of listens. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Because this was a whole different episode, but it had to be done because Alex is back. His wife and his two beautiful daughters have not seen him in 5 months.
Over 5 months. A little less than 6.
Yeah, between 5 and 6 months. And this was a time for Alex and I, who I haven't seen him either, but this was a time for all of us to get back together, catch up, get folks caught up on kind of what we're doing, which we've got some stuff planned that we didn't talk about tonight. So we got some things coming, but this was an episode really for us to just kind of get to have a good time and hang out, because and again, Alex and I talked about this earlier. there's a large section, somewhere between a third to a half, that have no idea who Alex Swamp Rat Fishing is. And if you're listening right now, this is the guy who started this, who got everything set up to the point that all I had to do was show up, drink, invite some people, and then hit post. There's some more steps in there, but in general, that's what it was. And so this was just a good time for us to hang out. That's always great to have Amandy on. But I'm taking a break. This is an announcement Alex doesn't know that I'm making right now. I'm taking a break between now and when Alex leaves. You will not see Paul Heels on Bass. I'm just kidding. I'm going to fucking be here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dropping some kind of bombshell. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I'm kidding. I was going to do this shit earlier and then leave the chat room while this was going on, but I forgot because I was having such a good time, so I figured I'd throw it in.
Funny, but not funny. Like, come on now.
No, but thank y'all for listening. This has been this has been a fucking not that every episode is just outside the realm.
Don't worry, guys. You don't have to listen to me all the time.
Oh, thank God we're done. Jeez.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, I'm such a pain in the ass. Like, yeah.
You really are.
This is only like a once in a while thing. You don't have to worry about me on here that often.
So real quick, when she says once in a while, it's she meant this is the once and done. But it's been great.
No, it's not one and done. I plan on coming on again, but in like another 6 months. Like, come on now. I got a life.
Well, I do not. And so I'll be here every Tuesday or every week at least.
Every Friday. Again, everybody.
I'm just kidding.
Everybody, we'll wrap this up. Hit the Instagram. Hit the TikTok. Bass and Brews. Search it up. You guys got it. And remember, we're here for your weekly distraction from quality podcasting.
Hey-o!